Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Dark Elves playthrough, where we are currently about to start a humongous battle with Chaos. We have Marathi coming in from side, Malekith, we're fighting on the inner coast of Lothan, which is why we can't see the Vortex in the distance, never mind. With all of these pretty high elf towns around us, because we are fighting near a town. So it's a very barren little beach here. Right, we're going to have a couple of armies coming in here, and we're having an army coming here. So actually, I'm going to send Malekith's army straight up here to deal with the guys coming in, because I do not want to let them have a really good opportunity to get in, guys. And my other army is going to move in and deal with those guys as quickly as possible. So ideally, we're going to shred the guys coming in here at full speed before the other army can get to us, and the other army is going to engage these guys straight out. Right, let's start. You guys can march instantly forwards. You breathe straight on and get the charge straight off. Okay, these guys can actually fold over them. And then you can charge in. You guys can keep shooting. Let's pause and let's get Marathi sorted out. So Marathi can get put back over with her army, which is coming over here. Oh, and we've got the garrison here. So the first thing we're going to do with this army is we are just going to march it forwards at double time just to get involved with this army. And Marathi's going to move forwards. Also going to pop a breath spell straight into there. And Malekith has a few nice spells to throw out here. We're going to chuck a wind spell straight down there. And you're now going to get involved with him. Going to pop a nice breath spell off as well. Oh no, we're going to start dropping doom bolts in here as well. My death bag is going to get nicely involved. You guys can all start shooting at him. You guys can keep hitting here. Nice thing about Shades is actually they're not doing too badly by being involved there. Let's drop some more doom bolts and another breath spell. You guys can all turn and start shooting at them as they come up. Malekith has dealt with them. Let's pop some more doom bolts off. This is good against a single combatant, so let's pop it against them. Let's drop another breath in here. Let's pop another breath spell. I can't really... Another wind spell straight down them. We're just shredding spells through these guys, which is good. Let's pop a dark conduit off as well. And Malekith he can charge into this cav behind. Okay, now we need to get over here. We're already getting engaged over here. Right, Marathi's gonna... where are we gonna chuck our doom bolts? We're not gonna yet. Negative some leadership. You guys are gonna get charged straight in here. I've got a bit messy over here, actually. Let's chuck some doom bolts in here now against their lord. Let's pause a second because I don't want to mess up everything here. And we're going to pop Malekith's big spell off here as well. Right, let's go back up here where we're dealing with quite a lot going on at the moment. Let's get my cav on their cannons. Malekith is doing nicely there. He can get involved with these guys. Let's pop another wind spell off across there. Pop a new breath spell against them. Pop some doom bolts down there. And let's pop out that. Oh no, I thought that Hex had a huge range. Let's absorb some HP from these guys. Let's let Malekith... Oh no, Malekith can pop off another breath spell here. And then another wind spell straight through. And then he can actually charge in. Right, let's get back over here. How are we doing? We're not doing as well over here. You guys need to start moving around the edges. My shades can keep shooting. Where is Marathi? Oh no, my Death Hag. Right, she's over with this army. Right, let's pop some Doom Bolts down in here. Let's throw a big debuff out. Let's lower some of these guys' leadership. Let's pop another Hex on them. Let's get her some more magic. Okay, back over to the other side. Okay, you're dealt with. You guys can all turn and start dealing things over here again. Okay, we're actually suffering over here quite badly now. Let's get some more magic and pop out some more spells. Okay, Malekith's army is crumbling here. That is said, Malekith's army is fighting off 2 armies here, guys. So, you know, that's hardly surprising that he is suffering. We need to get these guys freed up so they can get involved again. Let's chuck some more Doom Bolts down here. She can move over here to give these guys a bit of support, and you can move around. All of my shades can actually go in against this giant. Let's pop off another explosion. Let's pop off a breath spell over here. Let's rip a wind spell through that flank. Right, Malekith can break out and deal with these guys. You can hit them. Okay, you can breathe against here. Okay, we're cracking them over here. You guys need to just start heading over to our main army over here now. No subtlety, let's just march over here at full speed. And Marathi can start heading over here too. My shades are doing greatly. And we've cracked them, guys! Look at the dead along here. This was a vicious battle, but we've cracked a huge proportion of their army now, guys. So, you know, things could have gone much, much worse. We've not cracked all of it, however. Let's start hitting these Chaos Spawn. Okay. You guys, some of you guys can actually turn in to deal with them. The rest of you guys can keep pushing. Keep hitting them. You guys can all turn and hit them.
Malekith.
That did nothing to them. You can tell which they're high. I'm always amazed by how the fact that these hell cannons are high leadership and don't break. Malekith is having fun now, eating people.
Come forth,
Ooh.
Malekith. Carnage.
Let's finish off that last hellspawn and then let's come in against these cannons. We'll just go for melee, because my shades are good in melee as well. One of those units of executions. Oh!
Merciless warriors!
I forgot she'd got a new bit buff. An augment she can turn on. Sorry, a buff she can cast on people. Anyway, guys, that is that. So that was... I don't think that was close. I was against 3 times as many of them, guys. That was a vicious battle, though. So... I killed more of them than they killed of me, but they also had... Actually, no, they didn't have that many more, because I had my garrison as well, though I don't think most of my garrison got involved there. Oh, so I lost a unit of cold ones. Let's take the regen, and we are now going to smash those armies next turn. We're just going to chase them down and finish them off.
I am Morathi. For Kane. To arms, Druki. The dark.
Lots of nice Chaos Slaves for me.
It is willed.
I am the Witch King. Malekith.
You will march.
My loyal subjects.
Bloodshed becomes...
Once again, we're just going to wander up here to distract them. In fact, no, I can't quite get into raiding stance on their border.
Black-hearted dreadlord. Ridiculous.
You can't quite get there quick enough. Let's recruit another lord here.
Cruelty and violence. Another prospect.
And get building up myself another nice force. What am I forgetting? I'll get 2 heroes in there. We've got 2 black dragons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ever vengeful.
Morathi.
Lord.
Ooh, he has lost a couple of units now. So Morathi just doesn't have any heroes in with her. So I want a sorcerer in here. I'm not so fussed about a.
My skills.
Wow, it's start level 8 now. I'm not so fussed about an assassin actually. And then we will get 2 hydras as well.
Dark and noble world. My power is yours.
That is a very nice start for her.
I can feel the power. Noble of Nagaroth.
Anchors away.
Cruel dreadlord.
She can start double timing down.
Merciless one.
Lord of Nagaroth.
Unsurprisingly, we've got a couple of level ups.
Tyrant.
Let's buff up the that one. Right, I need to use him somewhere though. We can get some walls.
In Nagaroth, the weak perish.
Keep building up all of my walls. Get these places so we can build shades. Okay, Morathi has leveled up again. I only need 2 points. That's a very nice one. So I'm going to go for that because that's just so useful. It means I can recruit sorceresses anywhere. I should have grabbed that before I recruited my sorceress because she'd have been level 10 then. Death Hag is also leveled up. Let's get her a little bit more HP. Malekith is going to need to get some. He's going to need to head over there for a rejig of his army after we finish this little campaign. After that mammoth battle.
Dread Lord of Nagaroth.
But no, our income is solid now. We can get at least a couple more big solid armies out, and then we can really start spreading purple across the world, guys. Once Ulthuan is taken, at the moment we are in the final Chaos Invasion, so once I've dealt with that, once we've pushed back Chaos this time, there won't be another major invasion. That's not to say there might not be a few big Chaos armies wandering around, because that's what they do if I don't finish them off, but they're going to be mostly being dealt with in the old world. Oh, what's happened over there? Oh, is that where I had a mission, or do I have a mission? So he needs to get 5,000 from raiding for one of his things, and we've got a couple of missions as well. Anyway. They are nicely finishing off that little Chaos army for me, so I can start ignoring them. I'm at peace with them at the moment, so I can actually start moving him around into a better defensive position. That doesn't say the Elves won't go through their territories, because I dare say they have alliances, but that puts me in a much stronger position. Oh, please land there. Arnheim is much better defended, I believe, so these guys are just sitting there licking their wounds anyway. What are the Varg doing? The Varg are getting quite powerful, so that might be somebody I want to keep an eye on, especially if I want to keep Bretonia on side, because I've chosen Bretonia over that other vampire faction now for certain, so that is something I do want to be a little careful of. Alright.
I admire your darkness.
I've got a kind of a default army setup now. Okay.
I am the Witch King. You will suffer for this insult.
Tyrant of Nagaroth. Rest is for the weak.
He can double time himself back up here.
Master of cruelty. Go on.
The ocean awaits.
You can charge down here.
I am the first sorceress. Fly, hatred.
Will she actually get ashore? No.
Hoist the sails.
Yes. Malekith can stay here for now.
Enchanting beauty.
Dreadlord.
You can pull back to Volzanville. We're just basically going back and forwards, keeping them paying attention to me. Oh, sorry, it's for Sorceress. I was like, what? What's going on? Get the top level of Piercing Bolts of Burning, and let's end turn again, guys. So, things are going well. Wow. This is obviously where I'm trading. I do need to look at those missions. I want to get Malekith doing a little bit of raiding, because getting 500, you know, completing missions is always useful. I'll have to see what that one's for. But no, we are in a very, very nice position here going on, so so we still have a Chaos Agent wandering around, so I do need to pay attention to him. And once we're dealt with, wow, so there's territories falling over here, which means there's potentially chaos over here as well. And this is the Vampire Council down and around here. or vampire faction. So I've got a feeling the old world is rather vampiric now, guys. So that could actually still be a problem for me. Because vampires are... I hate fighting vampires, basically. So that could be an issue. But, you know, if we can push against Lustria, if we can get ourselves a foothold, at least, in the old world to start with, you know, take the bits of it which are good for us, and have an uneasy alliance with them to start with. But eventually we'll, you know, we'll probably end up going to war with them, but we'll deal with that when we deal with that. At the moment, that's not any time soon, because I'm still, as you can probably tell, I'm very definitely dealing with things over here. Okay, so that other Chaos invasion seems to have pulled away from my coasts for the time being, because I've definitely pushed them back. All of these other Chaos forces don't seem to work in the same way as the other Chaos hordes. I kind of wish they were just the same sort of Chaos hordes, just pushing in from multiple different areas of the map now, and spreading in the same way they used to be, rather than just these big hordes which just come for you. You can switch to ambush stance.
Malekith, king of
You can move up here, Mr. Malekith, where we can get ourselves another unit of shades, and we can drop him. And for the time being, we'll get a couple of witch elves. So for the time being, we'll get a cheap unit of shades. And you can do your usual taunting.
Druki Lord.
Cruel and savage! Have
And
them
let's
eliminated!
smash them.
Yes! More power! More! Dread Commander! For the Witch King!
Then you can start chasing down the coast, and you are going to start double timing it down this way to deal with their other units. You can come up into the gate here for the time being.
I admire your darkness.
Let's get another right going, so we've got another black arc. And let's just do the admin. Let's get this army sorted out, however. Let's get a sorceress for these guys. That's nice.
Sorceress of bronze.
Starting at level 10 is also very nice.
All shall be mine.
And you can get 2 Hydras. We're basically using our monstrous infantry as our cavalry for the time being, guys. So
Deadly sorceress.
let's get you building a wall. Let's actually build a wall there this time. No, we're low on cash, so we will end this turn. Okay, so you've leveled up. You are done Swords Lord. We're going to go down. Is it Lashmaster? No, it's Raid Leader next for the buffing up the shades.
Favored of the Witch King. Master of cruelty.
Got bound by contract for you.
black-hearted rogue.
Get you a steed and end turn. Right. Vampire counts are actually technically more powerful than me at the moment, which is something I want to be a little bit careful of, because they are still... I think they control most of the old world now. So, while they're only slightly more powerful than me, it's something I just need to be aware of, because I can probably still defeat them. And they're not necessarily my natural enemies, so I don't necessarily want to be pulling them into a war if I don't want to. Okay, Tyrion has just reappeared with a... That is Tyrion there. Okay, we're going to fight this one. Do I have walls here? Or have I not built walls in Tor Dranil yet? Okay, well, it should be a fairly easy fight, actually. Their cavalry's going to be a pain, but I've got cavalry to intercept it. But they have better cavalry than me. And my Death Hag's going to... Their infantry doesn't bother me. Their cavalry is the bigger worry here. So it's going to be protecting my archers. I'm going to use the age-old tactic of corner camping. Like the coward I am. Basically, this means I don't have to worry about one of my flanks quite so much. They can still get around, but it's harder for them. Let them double time to get in position. They will outrange my archers, I do believe. Because what's the range on their Lothern Sea Guard is 165, whereas mine's only 144. But I'm not so worried about that because they don't have many. So I can deal with them later. Plus I have bombardment spells, so we can do this to them if it hits before they move. We hardly hit them there, but time for the counter charge. Now, actually, that's perfect. That's how I wanted them to do it, because I can now charge around the back and pin them all. You can intercept their lord. Let's pop out an explosion on my units. And my archers are hammering into them here, which is perfect. Where's my Death Hag? She will keep any unit she hits pinned as well, which is nice. So those guys aren't going to last too long. Let's pop another spell down on you guys. Pop one on you guys, and let's pop one on you guys. I'm not necessarily paying attention. Some of these are better for other things, but they're all good, so... Crack that unit. You guys can all move around the back here. And that's perfect. You guys can turn around and flank, so you can actually get involved in the rest of the fight here. Is my Death Hag on their lord? Yes, she is. You guys can just keep the pressure on now. And in fact, let's hit their archers with my archers. And let's bombard the crap out of this unit. Oh, I think I'm hitting my own units just as much, but I think I dealt with that unit.
Merciless warriors! Dark shards! Bloody murder!
Okay, and that's them dealt with. So that was a nice, easy victory, but I think they knew they didn't have much choice but to attack because they were getting caught. Even if they didn't attack, they were about to get caught. So, you know, that's a very, very strong, nice, good, solid victory there. It was never in doubt. While they had some nice cavalry, to be fair, they misused their cavalry. Oh, I say that. My line wasn't particularly anti-cavalry heavy. Let's take the experience of that garrison. I don't need slaves at the moment. I've almost got too many slaves, so anyway guys, we are going to be ending this one as soon as it gets back to my turn. So oh, they've got another army over there, so we do want to pay attention to the High Elves still. We should be able to start actually redirecting some forces to the Ulthuan campaign again now that we're in a stronger position. We've pushed off those Chaos forces and we're actually in a stronger position. We've actually managed to get some of Ulthuan while we've been finishing off the Chaos campaign. Well, we've been finishing off dealing with Chaos. Okay, so they've got another army now. You know, they've got it. So I just need to clean up the last little bits of Chaos. They are just licking their wounds over there. As I said, I will have to keep an eye on them, but I'm not so worried about a single army.
Your people will suffer
Yes.
for your...
Okay, I will pay for a military alliance with you. I might break it if you go to war with somebody silly, but you know. Right. Anyway, guys, we are going to be ending this one here. I think we're in quite a strong position now. So we're going to be redirecting some of my forces just to cover my borders. We've obviously got some nice armies we can put in places up around Ulthuan, and we'll be finishing off the remains of Chaos and trying to recap here. Unfortunately, I think the Humies are going to get there first. I'm not massively worried about that. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it.